Psalms, chapter 51. To the chief singer, a psalm of David. When Nathan the Nabi came to him, when he brought near Bathsheba. Show me favor, O Elohim, according to your kindness, according to the greatness of your compassion. Blot out my transgressions. Wash me completely from my guilt, and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against you, you alone have I sinned, and done evil in your eyes, that you might be proven right in your words. Be clear when you judge. See, I was brought forth in wickedness, and in sin my mother conceived me. See, you have desired truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part you make me know wisdom. Cleanse me with hyssop, and I am clean. Wash me, and I am whiter than snow. Let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out all my wickednesses. Create in me a clean heart, O Elohim, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me away from your presence, and do not take your Ruach HaKodesh from me. Restore to me the joy of your deliverance, and uphold me, noble Ruach. Let me teach transgressors your ways, so that sinners turn back to you. Deliver me from blood guilt, O Elohim, Elohim of my deliverance. Let my tongue sing aloud of your righteousness. O Yahweh, open my lips, and that my mouth declare your praise. For you do not desire slaughtering, or I would give it. You do not delight in burnt offerings. The slaughterings of Elohim are a broken spirit, a heart broken and crushed. O Elohim, these you do not despise. Do good in your good pleasure to Zion. Build the walls of Jerusalem. Then you would delight in slaughterings of righteousness, in burnt offerings and complete burnt offering. Then young bulls would be offered on your altar. Psalms, chapter 52. To the chief singer, a poem of David. When Doeg the Edomite came and told Shaul and said, David went to the house of Ahimelech. Why do you boast in evil, O mighty man? The kindness of El is all day long. Your tongue devises destruction like a sharp razor, working deceit. You loved evil more than good, lying more than speaking righteousness. Selah. You loved all devouring words, O tongue of deceit. Let El also break you down forever. Take you and pluck you out of your tent, and he shall uproot you from the land of the living. Selah. And let the righteous see and revere, and laugh at him. See the man who did not make Elohim his strength, but trusted in his many riches, being strong in his destruction. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of Elohim. I have trusted in the kindness of Elohim forever and ever. I thank you forever because you have done it. And in the presence of your kind ones, I wait on your name, for it is good. Psalms chapter 53. To the chief singer on sickness, a psalm of David. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They have done corruptly, and they have done abominable unrighteousness. No one does good. Yahweh, look down from the Shamayim on the children of men, to see if there is a wise one, seeking Elohim. They have all turned aside. They have together become filthy. No one is doing good, not even one. Have the workers of wickedness no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and do not call on Yahweh? There they are, in great fear, where no fear was, for Yahweh shall scatter the bones of him who encamps against you. You shall put them to shame, for Yahweh has rejected them. Oh, that the deliverance of Yisrael would be given out of Tision, when Elohim turns back the captivity of his people. Let Jacob rejoice. Let Yisrael be glad. Psalms chapter 54. To the chief singer on stringed instruments, a poem of David. When the Ziphites came and said to Shaul, does David not hide himself with us? O Elohim, save me by your name, and rightly rule me by your might. Hear my prayer, O Elohim, give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers have risen up against me, and cruel men have sought after my life. They have not put Elohim before them. Selah. See, Elohim is my helper. Yahweh is with those who sustain my life. He repays evil to my enemies. Cut them off in your truth. Voluntarily I slaughter to you. I praise your name, O Yahweh, for it is good. For he has delivered me out of all distress, and my eye has looked upon my enemies. Psalms chapter 55. To the chief singer on stringed instruments, a poem of David. Give ear to my prayer, O Elohim, and do not hide yourself from my plea. Give heed to me and answer me. I wander and I moan in my complaint because of the noise of the enemy, because of the outcry of the wicked. For they bring down wickedness upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is pained within me, and the fears of death have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling have come upon me, and shuddering covers me. And I said, who would give me wings like a dove? I would fly away and be at rest. See, I would wander off. I would lodge in the wilderness. Selah. I would hasten my escape from the raging wind and storm. Confuse, O Yahweh, divide their tongues, for I saw violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go around it on its walls. Wickedness and trouble are also in the midst of it. Covetings are in its midst. Oppression and deceit do not vanish from its streets. It is not an enemy who reproaches me that I could bear, nor one who hates me, who is making himself great against me. Then I could hide from him. But it was you, a man, my equal, my companion, and my friend. We took sweet counsel together. We walked to the house of Elohim in the throng. Let death come upon them. Let them go down into the grave alive. For evil is in their dwellings, in their midst. I call upon Elohim, and Yahweh saves me. Evening and morning, and at noon, I complain and moan, and he hears my voice. He has redeemed my life in peace from the battle against me, for there were many against me. Even he who dwells from of old, hears and afflicts them. Selah. Those with whom there is no changes, those who do not revere Elohim, he has put forth his hands against those who were at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. His mouth was smoother than curds, yet in his heart is fighting. His words were softer than oil, but they are drawn swords. Cast your burden on Yahweh, and let him sustain you. He never allows the righteous to be shaken. For you, O Elohim, bring them down to the pit of destruction. Men of blood and deceit do not reach half their days. But I trust in you. Amen. Amen. Baruch be the reading of the word. Shabbat Shalom.